This is Nick Bellafato, and I'm here at the esteemed King's Boxing Gym in Oakland, California, with 18-2-1 Mike Dallas Jr. of Bakersfield, California, who's just about wrapping up training camp to make yet another appearance on Friday Night Fights this coming weekend. Mike is to be featured in the main event against number 4 ranked WBO junior welterweight Javier Castro on a fight card which is set to take place at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. Mike, thanks for taking time out to speak with me today.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, you've become somewhat of a fixture on ESPN2's Friday Night Fights, and this will be your fourth straight appearance on a venue that has traditionally served as a stepping stone towards fighting on major networks like Showtime and HBO. With that said, what do you have to do on Friday night and beyond in order to graduate, so to speak, or advance to the next level?
I just got to go in there and show what I'm made of and give it my all, All the hard work was done in camp. I'm just ready to go out there and show my talent.
Okay. You're up against the highest ranked fighter you've yet faced in Javier Castro, who will be putting up his WBO Interim Latino title belt. With a victory, you're almost assured of a place in the rankings, while at the same time, although it's a fringe title, it's accolades like these that have led to major title opportunities. Skill-wise, you're the boxer, and Castro relies mainly on his power to get him through. First of all, how pumped are you for this fight? And then take us through some of the specific things you might need to do in order to register that all-important win.
I'm ready, it's an opportunity to be ranked in WBO, and just ready to go out there and box, put on the boxing clinic. Box, working inside a little, and stay on my jab, and I seem like I'm faster, got a good, better foot movement, I'm bringing more artillery to the fight.
Okay, you were 17-0 with a draw, and then 2011 rolled around where you hit a couple stumbling blocks, one being a loss to ranked fighter Josesito Lopez, in a bout where he kind of went to the body and he got physical with you. Did that spur you on to become more of a physical fighter yourself, or do you consider that loss maybe a turning point in your career?
Yeah, it was a new experience, roughing me up, hitting me behind the head, all kind of stuff, but it's just experience, gain experience in fighting, I know I would beat him if it ever happened again.
Okay. Right after Lopez, you fell short to Mauricio Herrera, another ranked fighter, but you really looked to appear to do enough to win that fight. But the fact is that great fighters have endured losses during their tenure, but the important thing is that they came back stronger with more knowledge. What did you learn from these instances that may have propelled you in your most recent dominant victory over Miguel Gonzalez?
Yeah, the Herrera fight, felt I won, but it just made me, after that fight, I didn't get down on myself. It just made me want to work harder. I was straight to the gym, went to a couple camps, and I didn't sit around. It just made me hungry, and I took that into the Gonzalez fight. I was on him every second of every minute of the round. So just bring the monster out of him, just made me more hungry and want to give him my all every round.
Since your pro debut in 2008, you've fought 5 and 6 times a year up until 2011, where you fought only twice, and of course you came up short both those times. But after those 2 losses, there were 6 and 8 month gaps in between bouts. Was there a conscious effort on the part of yourself or your team to maybe kind of regroup a little bit, or
I don't know what happened. I think they should have got me right back there and kept me busy. I fight better when I'm busy. With gaps between, kind of have time to fall off. So I don't know what happened, but I'm not trying to have any gaps like that again. Okay. I'm trying to stay more busy.
Okay. Mike, you've got the fundamental tools in place to advance to and have success at the highest levels in boxing. You've got speed, the footwork's there, the angles, you throw technically sound punches, and your heart and determination's on display every time out. But there's definitely something to be desired as regards punching with authority. In light of the many controversial decisions that we've seen lately in boxing, to include your loss to Herrera, are you working to improve in the power department? to make for more definitive decisions?
Yeah, it's a coach. You know, even the coach saying you can punch, but you know, he said, you know, sometimes my speed work against myself. You know, I get off too fast and don't take my time. And you know, we worked on that a lot. You know, and it should show Friday, like taking my time more and, you know, placing my punches instead of, you know, using speed all the time. Using my speed, but, you know what I mean, sometimes slow down in spots and look for better openings.
So nothing in training physically to increase power, it's just to kind of slow down and focus a little bit more on placing your shots.
Cause it's really placing my shots, because I got a cool punch, so it just, I got to slow it down.
You know, currently a stick and move strategy where you mix things up to keep opponents off balance seems to be the ticket for you. With that said, you're working with Virgil Hunter, who's taken Andre Ward to the top with a similar type style. How's the chemistry between you and Virgil? And do you feel that this is the type of relationship that's going to get you over the hump?
Yeah, Virgil's our family, man. I've been known for a long time, but no, we got more than a coach-fighter relationship, you know what I mean? He's like a family member to me, you know, he helped me out a lot, and he bring the best out of me, you know, so I feel like, you know, me and this coach have a good bond.
Now you've been coached by your dad up to this point. You and Virgil and your father work well together?
Yeah, they work well together, you know, in the corner. My dad let him do his job, you know, and he just help out when he can, so it's a good, you know, good team together. I finally got a good team.
That's good. Let's see here. Virgil was voted Trainer of the Year by the Boxing Writers Association of America, so he's obviously doing a great job in terms of getting fighters to do the necessary things they need to do to be successful. In light of that, it appears he's made an effort to get you to be more physical inside the trenches, so to speak, to break fighters down, and that happened in your last fight. Can you comment on that as well as on what you feel Virgil has brought to you in terms of improving your overall game?
He got me a little more aggressive, you know. I feel more physically stronger now, you know. I let people push me around, so like it's not happening no more, you know. I'm physically strong. I gotta learn the inside game, you know. I never knew how, but you know, now I'm coming together, you know, building a masterpiece.
Oh, masterpiece. That's a heavy duty there. Speaking of all-around game, which I just mentioned, at times you drop your left guard occasionally, and on the inside, a lot of times you throw one punch at a time, which are two things that seem to work against you. Are these concerns as you move forward, or is that something you addressed in the training camp?
We didn't address that, you know. It was just the whole learning process. You ain't gonna do everything right just from the front. I would never inside fight, so no, I had to learn. That's the main thing, like not get off one shot. And you know, it's always been my style, the left hand, you know, all my life. But you know, we've been working on things.
Okay. Are you still managed by Jackie Kelly?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Well, under her, are you happy with the pace of your career and how it's unfolding?
You know, it is what it is. You know, it's just trying to pick the career up.
Okay. You mentioned you grew up, you like Floyd Mayweather, and what in particular do you like about him, and have you tried to incorporate some of his style or maybe some other fighters and do what they do?
My favorite fighter is Floyd, and you know, it's weird I train here now, but Andre Ward was one of my favorite fighters too. Yes, you know, I would like to be a smart fighter like them, you know what I mean, and learn how to adapt in every situation like they do, and so, you know, that's why I like smart fighters that do what it takes to win.
Again, there's a title on the line next Friday, and albeit it's a minor title, it nevertheless represents a path towards bigger and better things for you. Now, you're known as the silent assassin. Is it safe to say maybe this Friday night you're going to make a little bit of noise? Yeah,
gotta make some noise, you know what I mean? Gotta step it up every time and try to improve every time I enter the ring. And show that, you know, I'm making steps as a fighter, so giving my all every time, and you know, some noise will be made Friday.
That's a great interview, Mike. Thanks for your time, and I'll be down there covering your fight. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.